Hey there, superstars. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer, and coach from Live, Love, Give. And I'm coming to you today from a pretty interesting situation that's been kind of playing out probably over the last probably about 2 hours now. And I'm feeling super drained from it, and I want to talk into it and tell you guys a bit of a story about what's been going on in my world, just like literally over the last couple of hours. But I wanted to deliver today's message, which has definitely been inspired by a series of events that has taken place probably over the last 48 hours in particular. And I'm hoping that with everything that I want to share with you guys today, you're going to be able to really relate to everything that I'm talking about. And you are hopefully going to have some laughs and some lessons. So, today's message is all about being able to laugh and learn the lessons from the duality that is life. And before I tell you all about that, I just flick the camera around, show you exactly where I am. I'm on this little kind of tiniest little balcony I've ever seen, but it's super cute, and I am in beautiful Verona in Italy. I am just sitting on the river, and I'm gonna go and visit Romeo and Juliet's balcony pretty shortly. So I will take some videos and take some pictures and all sorts of stuff, so you guys can check that out. But let me get back to my day today, and I'll take it from where I currently am right now. So just checked into a new, I stay with Airbnb for majority of my accommodation. And just checked into this place, which is really nice, and it's got brilliant reviews. Like, the reviews are amazing. You know, as you can see, like, I'm on this gorgeous little balcony. It's on the river. It's really quite nice. But the actual apartment is like the tiniest thing you've ever seen. And there's 3 people there's 3 of us who are supposedly staying in this apartment, right? So we have been very lucky and very spoiled with the accommodation that we've had so far. It's been super luxurious, it's been super beautiful, it's been super spacious, and all those good things. And so to come from that to this was a bit of a like, oh, do we really want to stay here? And we've actually just spent the last couple of hours going back and forth with the host here, going back and forth with Airbnb about, you know, what the policies are, and actually just decided that we'd rather go and spend some time in Venice, which I'm super excited about, because we were only going to go and visit Venice from here in Verona, which is about an hour away. So we would have only had like 1 day to go to Venice. Now we're going to have about 5 nights, I think, in Venice. So I'm secretly super excited about that. But it has been seriously challenging. And of course, I've been the conflict resolution girl, trying to be the kind of middleman and try and sort out a win-win situation for both us and also the host, and wanting to leave on really good terms and not create any unnecessary problems, which has been kind of difficult, if I'm really honest, because she hasn't handled it all that well. And so anyway, that's part of the story that I want to share with you guys. But why I wanted today's message to be all about duality, and I want to talk into duality, is that what duality really is that there's no such thing as all positive, and there's no such thing as all negative. Everything has both a negative side and a positive side. Everything has both benefits and drawbacks. Everything has, you know, an opportunity cost of some variety. So you're never going to be able to just get all good, all perfect, all fantastic, all positive, all brilliant, all benefits without the other side. And that is why I think it's a really great understanding to have and to bring into your everyday life, because without it, this is what happens. You expect everything to always be perfect, and when the reality of the situation is that it's never going to be all perfect, and it depends on your perception and your meaning and what you're focusing on. Then when you think everything's going to be perfect, you're always going to be disappointed. When you are always looking to find the negative in everything, you're going to miss the positive side. So with an understanding and knowing and that complete understanding that everything has both sides, and you're in control of how you want to operate with that. Personally, what's happened for me today has been that I've had a series of amazing positives and a series of not so greats and some negatives. And I've literally been laughing and learning lessons all day today, because I woke up this morning and I had not a negative, but like just a problem that I needed to sort out and resolve, and then very shortly after that, I received this beautiful, amazing compliment from this person that I helped and supported, and it was just like the exact opposite. It was like this complete balance. Everything was in balance, and the same thing has happened to me all day. I get on this train, I'm in this great spot, I'm feeling really comfortable, I'm all set up, and it's a super fast train, so we're getting there really quickly. I'm out of the car, so I'm not going to die, and then the internet doesn't really work, so I couldn't make some phone calls that I really wanted to make on that train trip, right? So they're only little things, but in terms of the situation that I've just experienced here, we've had some really amazing connection, like myself and my family, and then today, just some crap hit the fan a little bit today, and so we have that other side of it, and we're all human beings, so of course we're going to have the ups and the downs and the positives and the negatives, and we can't expect to have just one-sidedness. And then we get here and we've had brilliant experiences with the places that we've booked up until this point, and then by no fault of the hosts really, we just didn't realize how tiny this place was. And like I said earlier, everybody else, like in the reviews, looks like about 99% of people loved this place, right? And but as I said to the host, we're not everybody. We're all different, and we have different needs, different desires, different wants, whatever. And so, of course, we're going to run into instances. I think this is like our 7th stay at a different location. So at some point, duality says 50% is always going to be at play. So at some point, we're going to run into the negative, right? And what are we going to do about it? We can do what, we can actually focus on all the negatives and the bad. And to be honest, this is what has just happened, which was interesting. It's been an interesting dynamic at play, but the host, she's beautiful. She's a wonderful woman, and she was very helpful, trying to lug all our suitcases up the stairs for us, and we're, making sure that she didn't hurt herself, and like we're taking them up, and very accommodating, really on point. Brilliant, doing a great job. We got here, nothing to do with her. The place is too small. Well, for me personally, I probably would be absolutely fine with it, but we're a team here. So the place is too small for that, my family, right? So they don't want to stay here. They want to go somewhere else. And, we lose our money doing this, by the way. So it's not actually costing her anything. But I decided, let me just go and communicate with her. Let me try and navigate this. This is what I do. I love, everything about relationship dynamics, dealing with people, conflict resolution, making sure that we can create a win-win and not create any more problems or challenges, and act with emotional intelligence. I then the decision was made. We're not staying here, but we wanted to just confirm the details. I wanted to make sure that she was on the same page with us. I wanted to make it as easily a transition as possible. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. This is our decision. But she actually she started getting quite aggressive, and telling me what a problem it was for her and all these sort of things, and and then going on and on about it. And I said, look, this is the decision that we've made, and we would like to leave on good terms with you. How do you want to handle this? And I gave her the options, and it was just this constant like, oh, this is so bad for me, this is so bad for me. And I just kind of rolled with it. But there was a little bit of, I think she could understand English very well, but there was a little bit of breakage. Anyway, we figure out that we've kind of got it sorted, and we're just getting some confirmation from Airbnb about the refund policy and blah blah blah. And then she comes back again after we've been through this whole challenge, and now she's brought her daughter who can speak English and can kind of be the translator, which she didn't really need. But and then it ended up being her kind of being quite emotionally and quite passionate about like this being such a problem for her, and saying how nobody else wants to cancel, and this whole problem. And I said to the daughter, I said, look, I really appreciate you guys coming and communicating with us, but at the end of the day, this is the decision that we're making, and we're very sorry. We realize that for a lot of people this is a great stay. For us, it's just not going to work out. And what we would like to do, like I said to the daughter, I said, there's really no point in having this conversation go back and forth, because it's not actually resolving anything. It's just going back and forth, and it's just getting aggressive, it's just creating more problems than we need. And her daughter was just like, I understand, I completely agree with you. And she was just kind of trying to calm her mum down as well. But so a couple of different situations from this story that I'm sharing with you is got to laugh at the duality of life. You can't expect to have all positives. You can't expect to have everything going perfectly all the time. You can't expect everything to be all benefits, no drawbacks. It's just not how life works. It is a law of the universe that duality is occurring in every single moment of time. So know that, so that you don't set yourself up with these high expectations that you just, always going to be disappointed about. And also know that from the other side of things, nothing's all negative. Not everybody is, trying to get you or be a bad person, or you don't always have to protect yourself and all this sort of stuff like that we can all get kind of caught up in. A lot of us can get caught up in the negative all the time, right? So see and know, and just be able to laugh at how funny this world is, that you're always going to have both playing out. So where do you want to focus? Do you want to focus on the negative, or do you want to just see the positive and learn the lesson? And we're going to stay one night here, and we're just booking some accommodation in Venice now, and we'll leave tomorrow morning, and we're going to go and enjoy as much as we possibly can of Verona. And like I said, go and see the balcony of Romeo and Juliet. That'll be fun. And go and squeeze in some sights, go have a beautiful dinner and get a good night's sleep, and then we leave in the morning and we get to go to beautiful Venice. I mean, what is there to complain about and get worried about, So that's one thing. And secondly, where are you choosing to waste your energy? Are you going to start arguing and complaining about and worrying about things that just aren't going to change and it's just the way it is, right? Or are you going to realize that's the way it is, have a laugh, learn the lesson, and move on with your life, and don't go back and forth and get caught up in these sort of arguments? So I'm really hoping that me ranting and raving on about all of these different things that have happened, I feel so drained right now, but I'm going to go and re-energize myself and get out and get some fresh air. Just been traveling and managing conflict, but I want to check in with you guys. So have you got any questions or comments or words of wisdom that you want to share with us, with all of us today, our amazing community? Or say hi, let me know where in the world you are tuning in from, and let me check in with you guys. So I've got Kadri, yay, great to see you, beautiful, and Elle's here, and Durey Raj, oh, sorry I'm butchering your name, but I love having you here. And Ram's here, hello my friend. And Satish, hello to you. And Shetiwi, hello from Bali, awesome, love it, thanks for joining me. And Diaz is here, or it might be Namal, I think I always speak your last name. And Kadri, hi, so good to catch you live video over a long time. Verona is beautiful. Thank you, Kadri. I'm going to go soak up as much as I can today. Not going to be back here until the 26th before I catch another train to Milan. So I'm going to soak up as much as I possibly can, and I absolutely love that you can catch me live. Always great to have you. And Satish, beautiful picture of the river. Great great place. Yes, I think it is to Satish, and I'll show you guys another bit of a view before I sign off. And Amy's here, and Huss is in the house, and Deanne and Huss. This is a great reminder, V. It really helps you to be content in current situations. Love that this is resonating with your Huss, and definitely it's not always easy, and we're all human beings, and we all have duality. We have our good days, we have our bad days, we have our ability to handle situations with emotional intelligence, and we have our days where we just don't, right? So what are you going to do about it? I choose to laugh and learn. You know, it's only like, why would I do anything else? And I love that this is resonating. And Huss, I was struggling last night with my decision to be on the night shift, but there are positives to it too. Absolutely, Huss. I love that you're seeing the duality of that, and I'm so grateful that you're starting your new position, it sounds like. So love hearing that. Hope it's doing really well for you. And yes, definitely find those positives. You probably get paid more to do night shift, I'd assume, so cash it up. I love it. And Kadri, great topic. Thanks that you brought it out. So helpful to remind at the moment. I love hearing that, Kadri, and thanks for letting me know that this is of value to you. I always appreciate hearing that. And Katerina is here from Greece. Oh my gosh, beautiful. I'm planning to be in Greece at the end of my trip. So come November, I think I'm going to go to Crete or Crete. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I can't wait. It's a part of Greece that I've never been to. I've only been to Athens and to Santorini. I'm thinking about Mykonos. So if you guys have any tips, and Katerina, if you want to let me know, because you're from Greece, so that would be brilliant. But give me some tips. I'd love to hear them. And I can't wait to come live from Greece when I'm there with you guys. I actually searched, I said, where is the warmest place in Europe in November? Because I'm like, I didn't pack anything warm. It's all like summer stuff. So I was like, I just want to be warm. So we'll see. And Deanne's here. Hello, Deanne. Great to see you. And Zoe and Huss. I've always wanted to see Venice. Is that where you're going? Yes, it is, Huss. Venice has been like top of my list. I think I wrote in my post this morning, since I was a little girl and I first got into traveling. And so it is like a dream come true for me to get to Venice. The closest I've been to Venice at this stage is to the Venetian, which I've been to the casino, the Venetian, which is, this is so funny that I'm even saying this. This is not even close to Venice, but I've actually been to the replica of the Venetian in Macau, just off Hong Kong, and also in Las Vegas a year ago. So yes, ain't that cool? And they have like the Venetian casino is like, when you're in it, the roof looks like the actual sky, and they've got like the river going through, and they've got a gondola going through, and all sorts of cool stuff. So I'm grateful to say I'm going to get a better version of Venice come tomorrow, and super excited. I think I'm going to be staying really central, which apparently doesn't really matter where you stay in Venice, because I think it's close to everything everywhere. But I can't wait to show you guys all around Venice, and yes, can't wait to share that with you, Huss. And Nalinda is here, and Philippe. Maybe there's not always you will catch the positives in some sort of situations. Nevertheless, you still have to do what is right and not what you want. Aligned to your values. Absolutely, Philippe. Yes, do what is right, not what is easy. And yeah, absolutely. Even if, right, and this is why I love the work of Dr. John Demartini, and I encourage each and every one of you guys to check out more of his work if you haven't already. But he talks about duality all of the time, and even in that particular situation, if you're just seeing negative, he teaches you different processes that will allow you to see that in that exact same moment, even if it's not in that particular situation, there is the flip side. The opposite is occurring simultaneously. And it's a big part of the work that I do generally with my one-on-one clients to help them have a balanced perception and mindset, because what creates our pain and suffering is an imbalance, is a lopsided perception, is an inability to see the duality in every single one of our situations, experiences, circumstances, in our past, in our present, all of it. To see that everything's not all bad. You know, Tony Robbins would call it effective blaming. You know, we might blame somebody for something negative that has happened in our lives, but if we're going to do that, we also have to blame them for the positive that they created. How did that make you the person that you are today? How did it make you better? And I have seen the most horrific situations that people have gone through actually come out and have a balanced perception on this sort of stuff. It's powerful. So no matter who you learn this stuff from, you know, get somebody in your corner. If you're finding that you are in pain and suffering a lot, whether it's in your present or in your past, I encourage you to do the work on duality. It will be the best thing that you could ever do for yourself. And if you really look closely as you learn this stuff, every single guru out there, every single person in personal development teaches this stuff in their own unique way. But it's the same stuff. It's teaching you how to have a balanced perspective, how to laugh and learn from duality. That's what personal development is ultimately all about. So I love that, Philippe. Thanks for sharing. And Tuan's here, and Vasil. Much love to you, my friend. And Patty's here, and Mitke, and Vasam, and Huss. Yes, enjoy the real thing, and please share some videos. I absolutely will. I can't wait. I'm super excited. And Bogdan, have you been there before? Venice, best walk during night. No, Bogdan, never been there. It has been absolutely on my bucket list since being a little girl, probably for like the last 20 years. So I am really pumped and excited to explore Venice. And thanks for that tip, best to walk around during the night. I'm finding that in everywhere I'm going in Italy, wakes up at night time. I actually went for a pretty late walk after the opera that I went to in Rome a couple of nights ago, and went past the Spanish Steps, and like the city just comes alive wherever you are seeming to be in Italy at night. So I love that. Thanks, Bogdan. And Andre's here. And Bogdan, do not blame Venice for the crowd. Enjoy it. It will stay in your mind forever. I love that, Bogdan. I have zero problems with crowds. I actually quite like it. I love the energy, but I will be sure to remind certain family members of that one, because they're kind of the opposite to me in that regard. So appreciate that, my friend. So guys, I so appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining. I really hope that me sharing a bit of my experience today, a bit of the duality of life, has definitely just got your mind thinking, reminding you to understand that there is balance at play in every single moment. Whether you believe it or not, you're creating your own suffering with an imbalance in your perception. All right, so make sure that you just remind yourself of the duality of everything. There's always the positives, there's always the negatives, there's always the benefits, there's always the drawbacks. Nobody's perfect, and nobody's all negative either. So know that, and when you make that realization, all you can do is laugh and learn, and that is where your empowerment is. All right, so before I flick the camera around and show you a little bit more of this view, I just want to say last little comments here. Ning's just joined, so I hope you catch the recording, get a ton of value from today's message. And Bogdan, great way to visit Europe during late hours. Absolutely, I'm learning that lesson. Thanks, my friend. And Manoj, you inspire us. Thank you, Manoj. You're touching my heart, my friend. I so appreciate your kind words. Grateful to hear that. And Huss, your responses to life help us so much. Thank you for sharing, EP. I love it. Thank you, Huss. You're touching my heart as always, my friend. And my SI, I nearly forgot for a second. How could I forget? So I absolutely love that. Thank you, my friend. And Bogdan, thanks, Vanessa, for sharing all wisdom. Always. And I so appreciate each and every one of you guys. You touch my heart. I'm already feeling more energized. So I so appreciate each and every one of you guys, and can't wait for everything that's ahead. And thank you, my friend Johan or Junaid. Not sure which one's your name, but I so appreciate you and your kindness. And I want to flick the camera around, show you a little bit. So I'm at this, like, I can't even show you the balcony. It is like so tiny. But it's kind of more pretty down there, like looking down at the river there. But there is, apparently that is the castle that I'm going to go do a little bit of exploring on. Oh, I can zoom. That's cool. So I'm going to go check that out. And like I said earlier, I'm going to go check out Romeo and Juliet's balcony. It's apparently it's as small as the one I'm on. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like tiny, but we're out of here tomorrow. And Patty, you are so welcome, beautiful. Thank you so much for you saying thank you. I so appreciate that this is of value to you, and thanks for joining me. And Manoj, I'm loving that you're loving the superb view. And Huss, love it. I feel like a world traveler with your videos. I love hearing that. That is my ideal, to take you on the journey every step of my life. Can't believe I've been doing this for like since mid-May last year, every single day doing these Facebook Lives with you guys. So I feel like you're such a part of my life, and I'm super grateful for each and every one of you guys, particularly that you guys who've been there since the beginning. It's so crazy, and so much love for each and every one of you. And I can't wait to come to you guys. I'll probably do another little quick video later on today when I'm at, I'll probably just put it in my story, but when I'm at the Romeo and Juliet balcony and a few of the sites, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. So as always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, just like each and every one of you guys. And I hope that today's message has served you. And thank you so much for such kind words there, Johan and Ning. You're so welcome, beautiful. And much love to you, Huss. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.